Hi guys, Carl from Plughugger here, and this is the Wasp Deluxe from Behringer. I just managed to get my hands on one of these, so I thought about sharing what I think about it. An important disclaimer before I get started. I have no connection with Behringer. This unit was bought for my own personal money, my thoughts are my own, and I have not been influenced by anyone. The Behringer Wasp is a replication of a British synth from the 70s, designed by the same guy who later created the Oscar, Supernova, Basstation and the Peak. An absolute legend, in other words. Let's get started. The Wasp is a basic synth with two oscillators, one filter, two envelopes, amp and filter, and one LFO. There is noise, the second oscillator can be tuned, there is glide, and there is an audio input. That's about it. The filter is the true star of the Wasp, and is one of the loveliest filters I ever heard. Just listen to the filter sing. It doesn't lose the low end when turning up the resonance, and if you think that was fat, let's turn up the volume of the oscillators and push the filter. The filter saturation here is just gorgeous. And what I find so mesmerizing about older synth, and not just synths, old samplers too, they get this layer of thickness that you rarely find in software. Repro from Yuhi does this quite well. But now I'm going off topic. The filter can be set to low pass, band pass, high pass and notch. Personally, I've never been a fan of band pass filters, but this one I liked. Notch is quite subtle, nothing extraordinary, but useful for creating simple phaser-like effects. The rate of the LFO goes fairly high. It doesn't go into crazy audio rate places, but has enough speed to transform a simple sound into soundscapes and textures. The LFO can be set to R&D, which basically is a stepped random generator that can be applied to pitch, the filter, or both. Although a bit clicky, add a large reverb and you are halfway to an ambient masterpiece. There are three waveforms. Saw, pulse, and ENH is basically pulse width modulation with a built-in LFO sweeping through the pulse. The second oscillator can be freely tuned. The range isn't a full octave, but together with the octave switch, you can get anywhere you want. The Wasp is a deceivingly simple synth, and if you are even half as snobbish as I am when it comes to synths, you have probably overlooked the Wasp, thinking that it's too simple and nothing this cheap could possibly be that good, right? Sometimes miracles happen. This is a synth where you almost always start with a simple idea and moments later find yourself in a completely different place, stomping your feet and have that glassy look of someone who is halfway into a parallel dimension. As a synth, the Wasp is very organic. Just trigger a note and set the filter to medium and you feel the slight imperfections of the envelopes and filter with every note played. The envelopes are a bit sloppy and are absolutely not ideal to craft punchy drum sounds with. But they do add to the chunkiness of the sound. I find the Wasp to be an absolutely lovely mono with lots of character. Considering how cheap you can buy these for, I award the Wasp Deluxe 4 fat sausages out of 5.
What?
5 sausages.